Right, well, the water tower place, it's been making headlines for different things, and it's making a new headline with this one. It's the latest shopping center that's going to give a curfew to teenagers, guys. It's basically going to say if you're 17 years or younger, you must be accompanied by a parent or supervising adult after 4 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So on the weekend, those kids cannot be running around doing whatever they want to do at the mall. That is changing with a curfew or a parent accompanying you or adult. So I got to ask you guys, we've been there before as kids when we used to run around at the mall. Is this fair, or is it the right thing and necessary thing to do?
Yeah, I thought this was so unfortunate that we've gotten to this point, because I remember, you know, I'm a South Sider. I remember catching the bus or the train, the red line, to go downtown and jump on and get into the water tower place and everything. It's the mall. That's what teenagers do.
Yeah.
What else do we have for them to do, or what else do we want them to do?
Especially, like, it's interesting too because I feel like we don't go to the mall as much anymore. Like, I feel like malls are kind of dying, so it's weird to me that they're taking this step, which is like going to decrease some of their business. I guess they just don't want teenagers hanging out there.
But I think they're thinking they're not giving them any business, or those teenagers, and it's a loitering thing, and in a lot of places loitering is illegal.
They're saying you're going to have to check and show your ID when you go in, and you're going to have to get a wristband. Like, adults will have to get wristbands if you're older than this age group. Like, that sounds unfun, and I feel like it's going to be unfun for the security people that have to, like, be checking IDs of everyone that comes in, and it's going to deter people that are young or look young from going to this mall.
I know, because I'll have to show my ID every time.
Obviously.
Every time.
I don't think they're going to check.
Jordan, what do you think?
But it sounds like too much. Well, what's the solution, you guys? I don't know what the solution could be, because before we just had in the news this week the mob of teens that was attacking shoppers and people on the Red Line and stores down the Magnificent Mile. Like, I don't want to have to deal with that if I'm in the stores, if I'm shopping,
but it's not
if I'm
just
with my
teenagers
family.
doing that. You know, that happens, and it's adults that do that stuff too.
But it has been with some of these, and I don't want to be the get off my lawn guy, but as you look at this one also.
I'm definitely that woman.
Yeah. As you look at it, have you guys been to Water Tower lately on a Friday or Saturday?
Well,
I've been.
Yeah, on a Saturday.
I've been, and let me tell you, there's hordes of young men, young women that are 17 or younger that are doing nothing but being disruptive in the area. And look, some of the stuff that's happened at the Water Tower place has had racial implication. However, I don't think this one does. I've seen all different colors under the sun in front of the place, impeding my attempt to just get in there and shop. And guess what? It's a business. And there's something that you see in a lot of different businesses. There's signs that say no loitering. Well, that's exactly what's happening here, because as you talk about consumers, them losing business, they ain't going to lose much business, I don't think, because these people aren't there shopping. So I happen to agree with this one. I might be in the minority, but...
Well, it's not about whether you're shopping or not shopping. It's about, are you doing illegal activity or illegal activity? I mean, so that's where it just, I don't know what the solution is, because I hate for a few people to mess it up for the masses, for the rest of the
I remember my first date being at the mall.
Us. Really?
Yeah.
What happened to Jordan on this first date?
Nothing happened. I bought her a milkshake in the little food court, because everybody loves the food courts at the mall. And that was it. She got picked up by her mother promptly at 8:30 p.m.
And it was Shay, right?
Yeah, now we're engaged.
It worked out really well.
All right, well, let's talk ratchet, everybody. This week on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, it wasn't so much about adult ratchetness, but adult decision-making, everybody. And we're talking about Teresa's 13-year-old daughter, Melania. She's having a little bit of trouble tying her shoe, and here's a look at why.
Can't do anything with these nails.
See, you want nails. You want me to help you? You're not going to tie them, right?
Just give me that.
Sorry.
Okay, so first, shout out to Melania for being 13 years old and rocking a pretty slick pair of Jordans right there. But I'll let you guys take this one as, I mean, you guys once were that age. Yeah. Did you do the nails? As a parent, is Teresa pushing adulthood on her too soon here? Is this too extra? Are you guys okay with it?
I don't have a problem with this. I mean, I think it's arbitrary to choose an age that a kid can start having fake nails. I mean, look at who kids look up to. It's Kylie Jenner, and she's all done up, and she has the nails and everything. So I'm not surprised by this, and I don't have an issue with this. It's just kind of what kids are into these days. They're also much better at contouring than I probably even
my God.
All the YouTube videos and all those resources.
Kids are so cute. Gone are the days of some lopsided pigtails and overalls.
When I was 13, I had a weird, like, mushroom haircut. It was not a good look. So.
Well, we're glad that you grew out of that.
Thank you.
So, you know, I am more on the conservative side when it comes to my kids.
What you think on this one.
So my mom, she actually, I couldn't even wear colored nail polish until I got into high school, let alone fake nails. She doesn't like my nails now. I got fake nails now.
I like your nails now. They're
I know,
fun.
that's cute, right?
Yeah, and I like got the little bedazzled one right there.
I know.
I see this finger a lot on on you.
the diamonds.
That middle
honey.
finger is the one I get a lot from.
That's why I put the diamonds on there for you.
At least I get bedazzled when I get
So
the
it
signal.
really sparkles.
Yeah. So anywho, for me, I think it's too much. I don't want my daughter to have that at that age, or at least like something shorter, like, or you can wear colored nail polish, but not like the long nails. You have your whole life to do all that.
Yeah. Would you be surprised? Like, you have a son that's 11, right?
Yeah.
If he, in 2 years, if he took a girl out that had these, what would you say?
I wouldn't like that. I mean, look, I've got a boy, as you mentioned. I try to do as much as I can to protect him from growing up too fast. As I look at this, again, probably being more out of touch because I'm on the male side looking at a young 13-year-old girl having not lived that life.
You may have a daughter
As you
one
guys
day.
have. I may, and I defer first to her mother,
Okay.
Yeah.
but I'd also obviously be parenting in the situation. It's not like I'm half a parent because I'm not the same gender.
Yeah.
I would have the same theme. I try to prevent my child from growing up too fast. And to me, as I look at that visual, the optics feel like it's happening too fast,
Yeah.
and I'd want to slow it down there. So
Well,
I'd be
she's
more
also on
against
TV.
it. I also would lay down the hammer on that and be like, whoa, that is ridiculous.
It's not the worst thing.
Exactly.
We've
Yeah.
seen worse.
And let's be honest, it's the Real Housewives of New Jersey. She's probably susceptible to a lot of things 13-year-olds aren't
They
typically.
always go over the top. Yeah.
You go to the store, you look at the magazine, your mother's on the front cover
Yeah.
saying her husband is going to be sent back to Italy
Jail,
and he's
yeah.
in
Or
jail
deported,
currently.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's different life for them. All right, well, this is a different life for some if they so choose to buy in. The British Army, get this, they're trying to seek new enrollees, but it's how they're doing it is the craziest here. So they've literally got flyers out that are seeking and terms that you may at first think is offensive, but it's not. Snowflakes, selfie addicts, me, millennials, and they all say your army needs you. It's either your confidence, your compassion, or your self-belief. So basically, the British Army is taking what has been deemed as negative stereotypes from millennials and Generation Z and saying, we embrace these and they can be a benefit to our army. So do you guys like this as an effective tool to recruit, or does it seem like a slap in the face? And
I think
potentially
it's
insulting?
it was done by someone who isn't a millennial, clearly, because all of these things are kind of offensive, like being called a snowflake or whatever. That would not make me be like, oh, I should join this group that's labeling me as this. Yeah.
Well,
I think
to
it's
me-
I think they're trying to be like, get your attention, which it definitely does, but you're just kind of like,
So yeah, to me,
You don't
I don't
get
think
it.
I don't think people are sold on the army in any country for these reasons. Sometimes it's because of the benefits it can provide, whether it be schooling, potential jobs, also just a safe haven. As crazy as that
paycheck,
seems,
yeah.
because how safe are you really? But some people are seeking structure. Some people just have a love of country, and those are the reasons I think people, at least
No.
that I know, are typically joining
Yeah.
the army. I don't think a flyer that says millennials, we want your selfie confidence says, okay, I'm going to put my life on the line and go serve my country. I just
Yeah.
don't think this is anything but a tool to make them get headlines
Yeah.
and then maybe turn
Then
people
maybe
on to
people-
say, hey, that could be an option for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
these things aren't effective.
And it's just kind of like it's putting everyone in that age range to into a box.
Yeah.
Into a box when there is a lot of hardworking people. They
Sure.
were the largest amount of voters in this last election, at least here in the States. And there are, when we look at who are not millennials, but the high school kids out of Parkland, Florida, Parkland school shooting,
Yeah.
like they're doing amazing things, wonderful things to be involved in our society. So it kind of puts everyone in a box saying that they're just shallow and care about themselves
Yeah.
when I don't think that's necessarily the case.
yeah.